On this episode of Small Business Revolution Main Street, Hems Truck and Auto is a family-owned shop with deep ties to the community.
The Hems name. It's an icon in Bristol.
But money problems threatened the entire operation.
We had no money and we had all these bills due. Separate mine from yours.
Can the Small Business Revolution team help them get on solid ground?
I'm not sure if you guys know exactly what it is you want to be when you grow up.
Sounds like you're aware of the fact that this is not the best customer experience.
Can the Small Business Revolution team get this business running smoothly?
You've earned the right to be sitting here because you've actually done it. You should be immensely proud of that.
The Small Business Revolution team is taking a look under the hood. Small towns across America are fighting for their survival with the odds stacked against them. But what happens if we join that fight?
Small Business Revolution Main Street
the
Makeover
second
contest.
year in a row for the competition.
One community is getting a $500,000 makeover.
Thousands of small cities and towns taking part.
What started as an idea became a national movement with over 1 million votes cast throughout the country. And finally, one winner.
The borough will get grants, publicity, and advice.
The town went all out to win the competition.
I know I voted.
Now, marketing expert Amanda Brinkman and her team at Deluxe are going to work for the people of Bristol Borough, Pennsylvania. And they brought along entrepreneur Robert Herjavec and a cast of small business experts to help revitalize the town.
This is a story we've been following all summer.
Bristol Borough residents hoping for that big boost.
Every episode, we'll be working with a new small business, bringing marketing expertise, financial advice, and decades of experience, strengthening the town's economy, one business at a time. The team has only a few short months to see if they can change the odds. If together, we can start a revolution.
When I was a little kid in elementary school, they would say, "Where do you see yourself in 20 years?" I always said that I wanted to own my own shop. My grandfather, he owned Hems Brothers Trash.
Grandpa had the trash company for 50 years, and everybody in town knows Grandpa. Uncle Fred, Grandpa's brother, had his bookstore
Hems Books on Wood Street.
On Wood Street.
Bristol really values that generational reputation.
The Hems name. It's an icon in Bristol. I mean, I've known Roland since the day he was born. We have 5 school buses, and we bring them here for him to work on them. He's an excellent mechanic.
We were going to go a completely different way. We weren't really going to start this. I was going to be a welding supervisor. He was going to continue on in college. And we came across this building. We were like, hey, wouldn't it be neat like Wayne's World? Like, you know, how they had that big, giant industrial building and gave them the money. And it was like, all right, well, we need to start making money.
There is no corporate umbrella to protect you. No boss to say, hey, what should I do?
What do you mean there ain't no boss?
Well, there's the two of us. And we don't listen to each other. So we have our little battles, but somehow we like each other enough, we make it through.
At the end of the day, we'll
come back around, talk it out.
Sorry, I was being an asshole and, you know.
Oh, bleep.
You gonna look at the brakes?
Renya is 2.5.
Hit the other button.
She's definitely a Hemsy. She'll grab a wrench and fix her scooter. She's taken over the office. There's more toys in there than I think our living room.
Ah, there I am.
So it's a family affair here.
And then Tony started out as a customer here.
Before I started working here, it was just me and Amber.
You always want to triple check your work.
Amber's my daughter. She's 12. I was raising her for 7 years by myself until Megan and Roland started to help me.
We started becoming his family. I would help him out, picking up Amber from the bus stop.
Amber kind of plays catch for a little bit with Brenya so we can still get the work done. Usually breakfast and lunch and sometimes dinner we have to eat here because we're here late. We're here early.
It's hard because we're just go,
Every day
do, get it paid, get it. Yeah.
There's always something somewhere.
Not one battle. There's half a dozen battles and fires going on. I feel that we're still fighting to get somewhere.
We're still fighting
back,
day one battles because we didn't write up a business plan or like do any of the things that you should normally do when you start up a business or a company or anything.
we just keep getting up. We just keep going. And when you get the phone call that says, thank you, it's been hemsed, it feels so much better, those are the times that make all the craziness worth it.
How we doing over here?
Good, just making some final adjustments on this.
When you find a mechanic who you trust, you don't ever leave. I know people who move cities and still drive hundreds of miles back to their old shop when they need a tune-up. That's how valuable a good, honest mechanic is. And a town this size can't afford to lose one. Megan and Roland seem to have the good and honest parts down, but finance and operations are putting the whole thing at risk. They've been in business too long to still be having day one problems. So I'm meeting up with them to see how we can help.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Good morning. Good to see you. So 10 years.
Yeah,
It's a long time to be in
clawing
business.
away and just keeping our head above the water. You know?
Trying.
Is it hard to run a shop together?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It can be.
We have
different views on different
daily battles,
things
hourly
and-
battles.
A lot of small business owners are in business with their
And then we're
spouse or
constantly-
family, and there's pros and cons to it, but
I think because we live and work together, there's a too much time battle. I would like to separate Megan and Roland from Hems Truck and Auto financially and even time-wise, get better boundaries.
it's very important for business owners to be able to kind of separate those two things. It's impossible to completely separate them. As a small business owner, you live and breathe your job and in the business that you're running.
I think a lot of our battles are, well, stress-induced because of some of the financial strains.
Right.
But
Because she needs the same dollar that I need. It's like,
Right.
she needs to pay the bill, but I got a vehicle here that I need $300 to make $1,200. It's like, can you just wait a little bit so I can,
No,
and
I
then
can't.
you can have the money back?
No,
But the bill's due
electric
today.
bill really is calling. So
We still feel the first year struggles and the constraints. We're living paycheck to paycheck without a regular paycheck. So in my mind, we are one false move from losing it all.
I've said to him a couple times over our years, all right, we have to pack it in. This is not working. And then he'll say, this truck's coming in Tuesday. This truck, this guy's dropping off tomorrow. And it's like, okay, all right.
You love doing this. You're running a good shop. You're offering the community a great service by being a friendly, honest, auto repair shop.
We're trying.
I think it's really just about getting you to a place where you're a little bit more financially comfortable so that you're not living kind of under that stress.
The weight, yes.
We can help you with that. Are you guys excited about the process?
Just a little bit.
Yeah?
Just a little bit. We were just talking about it this morning. We're absolutely blown away that an entire team seems to care as much as we do. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, you guys deserve it. Stories like Hems show you just how hard it is to run a small business. These are smart, dedicated people who provide a good service, and they're barely getting by. Sometimes it just takes that fresh set of eyes, somebody who isn't quite as close to all the challenges, to come in and help find a new way forward. We've got the perfect person for the job. Bogie Latiner owns her own successful shop, hosts her own TV show, All Girls Garage, and she consults with other independent mechanics across the country. While our team is working to market Hems more effectively, she'll be focused on the operations side.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome, how are you?
How's it
This is
going?
Bogie.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
This is the back office.
Okay. So this isn't where customers are coming in, though.
No.
And the dogs destroyed our couch.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So are customers
little
mostly
lacking.
up there, or are
Usually,
they
sometimes
coming in
they
here too?
tend to
They're up
stay
here, but
outside of
we-
the glass there.
Right.
And it's like, no, you can come in. You can come in.
So can we just
Not
tear
very-
down this wall?
I've been wanting to do that.
It sounds like you're
Investing
aware
back
of the
in
fact that this
business,
is
yeah.
not the best customer experience.
This is our big heavy truck bay. I keep this bay light for like oil changes and simple inspections and whatnot. It needs to be a little more organized, but everything has its own spot. This is Tony.
Hi.
He's our
And is he your
one of our
only
techs.
technician?
yeah.
Yes.
So it's the two of you?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
do high rail inspections. We install high rail gear.
So you're doing a little bit of everything here. You're doing general automotive, you're doing big trucks.
Yeah.
Okay. You're wrenching, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's on the phone, he's wrenching.
He's on the phone and he's wrenching.
Yes.
And,
that's
and
fun.
building estimates.
That's fun.
And calling the customers, getting the parts.
Since the baby, I've been home more often. That's the learning curve. Because really, I was here for 8 years, and and now we have a toddler in the mix. So,
Are you averse to a care solution, or?
no, again, it's
money.
figuring out the
Okay.
money, but it is a juggle. It is a juggle.
Just walking around the shop, we're already seeing some things that are making Megan and Roland's lives more difficult. And the whole place is long overdue for some serious spring cleaning. But fair is fair. Before we start grilling them on the stuff they don't know, they get to test me in an area where I am certainly not an expert. I know a lot of words about cars. You want to hear?
I would love to hear your words, yes.
Chassis.
Good. Do you know what it is?
It's the structure of the car.
Hey,
Also,
all
the
right.
frame. The frame. Okay.
Yes.
How about some
I know. Fuel lodge.
fuel? What?
A what?
A fuselage? That is aviation equipment.
Yeah.
Well, I also know a lot about
Jets.
Would you like me to name plane parts now?
Yeah, right.
So, can you walk me through what your process and system looks like from the time a customer comes in?
Process, systems, what?
Foreign words.
Because we are so friendly, so welcoming, we do seem a little lax.
I want to dispel the myth that systems and processes have to be rigid and stiff.
Or unfriendly.
Or unfriendly, right. You need systems and processes so that you're more sane, but B, your customers are going to get a consistent experience every time that carries through in your lobby, how you answer the phone, what your uniforms look like, what the shop looks like. I feel like because our industry has such a crappy reputation,
Right.
we have to be able to disprove all of those stereotypes, not just for ourselves, but for the whole industry, because we don't get to charge what we deserve to charge, right?
And we
Plumbers,
still get beat up.
Right, we still get beat up. Plumbers are charging $250 an hour, and we get beat up for charging $100 an hour.
We're not even at that.
We're not even at 100.
Right,
And there was-
which you need to be, because what you do is valuable. Today's cars are rocket ships, right?
Right.
Literally, more control modules on modern vehicles than the first space shuttle, right?
More computers.
That's why I got to
right.
pass through.
Absolutely, and that stuff costs money, and it takes training, and it takes skill. But when they see a shop that looks like this, and if the
Right.
gut feeling is, oh, this place is dirty and foreboding, it's hard to shake that gut feeling.
Right.
No matter how nice you are. So.
Right.
And the way you show up online is as important as what we're talking about in terms of how you show up in the shop.
It's our digital storefront.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, and then there's
And our
online,
digital
there's,
storefront looks as good as our real storefront.
Right, and people make judgments really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone feels like they're going to get duped when they go to
Right.
do their auto repair. It's
Right.
not fair, but it's just how people feel.
Yeah.
And so we have to really work on your brand identity. We can communicate that trust factor in a split second through the kinds of fonts we use, the colors, the kind of photography. We can do all of that in the same way that we want to do that with the physical space.
But before they can do that, there's some soul searching that you guys have to do. You're trying to do everything. You're doing motorcycles, you're doing trucks, you're doing inspections, general automotive, just you're taking in whatever's coming at you, and yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is very tempting to do, especially when you might be struggling month to month to pay the bills. But we have to start thinking of your time as valuable as your actual dollars.
Yeah, I don't. We don't. We don't look at time like that.
You have to. There's two things you sell. You sell
Right.
parts and you sell labor. If you don't sell the part, fine. But at the end of the day, if you don't sell your labor, it's gone. So it's where do you make your most money, and where does most of your headache come from? Your gross revenue.
I don't know how that's all split up.
You need to be looking at those reports on a regular basis and know your numbers so that you can make the right decisions moving forward.
Can you do that? That's your homework.
Let's do it.
It's a little bit of a feeling of where do we start with these guys. The physical appearance when you first come in, the customer experience of the shop, their process, their finances, their marketing. I mean, there's a lot to address.
And everything's tangled up into this ball of we don't have any time and we don't have any money.
When the bank account is empty, it's almost impossible to think about tackling any other problems. To help, we've got to bring Hems back to Deluxe headquarters in Minnesota to meet celebrity entrepreneur and numbers expert, Robert Herjavec.
Good morning, Revolution. We're excited to be on our way to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
See you soon.
We're a little anxious because we know we have some
We've gone
issues.
through a lot of stuff.
but we're ready. We're ready. Bring it on. Hello.
How are you?
Oh. Yeah, hey.
You look very nice, Megan.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
camera
you.
ready.
We're trying.
And you, Roland, you're always knocking out of the in the looks department. Okay.
How is the business doing?
Well,
I'm going to take by your hesitation.
Moving.
Not great. What was the sales last year?
Last year?
I actually have-
we actually
I
have
actually
some
have-
some numbers.
All right.
We've been doing a little homework.
So we have a giant mess because a girl with a psych degree should not pretend how to be an accountant.
In 16, you did $283,000 in sales, and you made $61,000. So it's good.
Then why do
But
we
then
feel
we're
so
sitting there thinking,
strapped?
we're like,
why don't
where
we feel
did
why
the
do you feel-
60,000
You shouldn't
go?
feel.
Yeah, you're making good money.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel strapped. Do you even feel like you're taking home this kind of income? Or for the whole year, are you wondering where the money has gone?
every day I wonder where it goes, and then
I know where it goes,
especially
all
when
the pills and this and
when well, still, what the hell did I do with it?
Do you have your salaries in here? I mean, are you a part of payroll?
No.
So this is your.
So that's-
this is also your
But that's
income
why
as
we're
well as your
paying the
profit.
rent out of our business because we don't have.
Yes, one day you should have separate accounts and not pay from one to the other. The first challenge is we have to figure out where the cash is going.
It's going out to dinner. We're hemorrhaging cash somewhere.
So cash is not an income statement
Okay.
element, it's a balance sheet. Do you know the difference between an income statement and a balance sheet?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so
A mechanic and a psych degree. That's
you got to stop saying that.
okay.
You got to do me a favor, you got to stop saying that. And I'll tell you why. I have a classical English literature degree. It doesn't matter. You're doing something very few people in the world have ever done. One started a business and survived for 10 years. You should be immensely proud of that, whether you have a psych degree, an MBA,
Here we go.
none of that stuff. Because you've earned the right to be sitting here. You've earned the right because you've actually done it. I'm proud of you, and I don't even know you. So good for you. The difference between an income statement and a balance sheet is the financial health of the business on that date. Your business is actually doing better than you think. The challenge is we have to figure out where the cash is going. Your biggest cash outlay is parts, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have multiple suppliers?
We could, but we just never did. I always like to keep it, straight with them. I don't want too many open accounts.
You definitely do want multiple suppliers. It's the opposite of what you're thinking. Where you're buying a lot of cost of goods before you buy a part, shop it. Every dollar you save off cost of goods goes right into your pocket. Full stop. And the other thing you want to do is you should be charging. You have enough sales volume of 263,000 that even an extra $10 a job goes right to the bottom line for you. Have you ever heard the term where there's a mystery, there's margin?
No, I haven't, but okay.
So people don't understand what you do. If people understood how to fix cars, they would fix cars. So I'm going to suggest to you that if you marked up your labor rate, every dollar goes back to your bottom line. I'm not saying you cheat people, but they won't notice it. They're coming to you because of the quality of the work, not because of your price.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
With this kind of income and this kind of profit, you guys should be feeling extremely comfortable financially. But it can be as simple as just thinking through some personal finance budgeting techniques. So for the next 2 weeks, everything you spend money on, write it down and put it in categories. And then you're gonna get a better sense of where that money is going.
Amanda's right, because here's what's happening to you today. Stuff happens, you're somehow reacting,
And then we react, yeah.
Yep.
and you're figuring it out. But you have great instincts. What you need to now do is understand why you're doing the things that you're doing before you do them.
It was a lot less scary than I thought it would be. I was expecting some, what on earth are you doing?
Yeah.
But it was a confidence builder that,
Yeah.
they kept saying we had a good thing. It's a obviously overwhelming thing, but we're just so bogged down with the struggles that we never celebrate the successes.
The good stuff.
So, yeah, so when Mr. Shark Tank says you're doing great, then it's like, wow.
We're not just in this mess and just trying to swim through it. Now we actually have a direction and it's, motivator.
Yes.
We've got a whole lot to accomplish for Hems to get on solid ground, but the work falls into 3 big categories: shop management, finances, and presentation of the business, both physically and online. Now is when the real work begins. This kind of overhaul has a ton of moving parts, and they all need to work together. That's what the Creative Lab was built for, to get everybody in one place and get after it. All right, so I love this couple, but holy shit, that place is a mess. It doesn't communicate that family feel that they deliver from a service perspective.
So there's lots of things that we can do. We're gonna gut their entire office space and their waiting area. We're gonna redo the whole thing. We're going to give them proper parking spots to make sure that people know where they're supposed to go. And then they need a new sign off the front of the building.
With the construction crew off and running, Megan's leading the charge on getting Hems finances in order.
All right, so our immediate goal is gonna be to put together that balance sheet.
Right.
So we're gonna need an equipment list.
Yes.
And get some details
All
as
of those
to
records.
This is fun to get everyone back on the phone together. How are you feeling about the progress on your end?
It's been a crazy whirlwind.
Have you put much thought into which part of the business you think is where you want to be spending the bulk of your time?
He gets very emotional about that question. I don't want to be boxed in.
I've got to say, Roland, by structuring myself, I actually created a dramatically larger amount of freedom.
Time is the only resource that, regardless of the amount of money, you can never buy more.
While Megan and Roland are learning how to maximize their time, we need to focus on maximizing their sales.
So what I love about Hems is we're getting them online. They had such a bare minimum presence. All of this work is going to really help them bring in the jobs that they want.
For a business like Hems, you're going to get calls from people who are pissed. You have to understand that as the beginning of the customer journey. My car is broke and I'm not happy about it.
The service is what people are looking for. People are looking for brake repair. People are looking for suspension repair. They weren't really looking for just like a car shop. They're looking for a car shop as it relates to what kind of repair they were looking for. So we thought it would be a really good idea to have that list on a separate page so that it ranks for visibility.
And we're encouraging them to change their existing logo to kind of feed into that whole, this is a reputable repair shop.
I think the font works really well. It's kind of got that weird syrup that looks like kind of a railhead top.
Every interaction clients have with the Hems brand gives us an opportunity to communicate a level of professionalism that will allow Megan and Roland to charge more for their time. And social media will be a big part of that.
So here's where you are currently, and this is what we're going to try and emulate. Yeah, that looks really good.
With completely redoing the front office and outdoor signage, we're burning through our construction budget pretty quickly, but a new coat of paint will go a long way toward a better customer experience. Luckily, there are a lot of people in town who love these two. So we bought the paint, pizza, and beer, and the Hems family got the community involved.
These are friends that are coming from 100 miles away. So our tried and true friends.
Different customers and stuff like that.
People that see what we see and see what the revolution saw in us.
It really does take a village to support a business. With that in mind, we encourage the Hems to visit another one of this year's featured small businesses to see if we can help give Megan the time and space to step into her role as Chief Financial Officer.
Let's go see what this is. What's in here? Hello.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Hello. So this is where they do the reading readiness. They'll recite the months of the year. They'll know the days. Most of them know the days of the week. Nice. A lot of it is around them getting their hands in and getting dirty. So I know you don't mind that. So it's fun.
Yeah.
Good mess.
Messy is good.
Good mess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's probably a lot better than playing in oil dry.
Yeah.
She tries.
It's fun. It's very fun in there.
Right.
Very warm. Very welcoming.
Yeah, like you're going over to your cousin's house. Really good. Really good.
But it's almost an hourly struggle to figure out which dollar should go where and then how to even purchase some of these things that we know that we need. Everything's a struggle with being a small business owner, so you just try to make it work.
Hearing about how Bristol Borough has rallied around Hems, it reminds me of why we came to this town in the first place. They take care of each other, which is really just another way of saying they're a community. That support is a testament to who Megan and Roland are and what they've built together. I can't wait to get back and see what they've done with the shop.
Hey guys.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Hems Truck and Auto.
Just walking in the door, the entire place feels like a completely different shop.
Oh my gosh. The place looks amazing.
It looks incredible. Show us all the things you've done.
So we took your momentum. We did a lot of painting, a lot of scrubbing, a lot of scrapping. We took down some walls. A lot of clutter is gone.
It looks cool. I love the wall being gone because there's all this additional like natural light that comes in. It just feels so much brighter in here.
So this is all of our parts room. So now everything is in one central location.
This is all Tony.
Tony's incredible.
Yes, he is.
Do you feel freer?
We do feel better.
Have you guys peeked in the office or have you been good?
No, we haven't.
Very good. Let's go take the customer experience journey, like how a customer would come into the space. It's incredible what they did with the workshop. But the office remodel, that was our job. Walking in, this will be Megan and Roland's first time seeing the new space.
Oh, wow, hon. Look at this.
Goodness. It's gorgeous.
This is awesome.
It's gorgeous, and it's a true expression of what we do here. This is beautiful. It's breathtaking.
So this is all 3 rooms combined into one, huh?
Yep.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that customer experience has a lot to do with the actual physical space, but it has a lot to do with your marketing and how we position you as well. So I'm excited to show you some of the other marketing pieces as well.
Great.
Should we go take a look?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So on the branded shirts that we made you have a great opportunity to have the logo displayed there.
Looks amazing on. Like I was looking at the shirt and I'm like, wow, it really fits you really good. Look at that.
I said, well, it's ladies cut. And he's like,
Keep it Jewish.
they do that? Like,
Yeah, sure, yes, right?
They
no,
do good
that's
on the
great.
women's cut.
And for Tony to have one too, that's great.
Yeah, we think it's important to have the name on there that personalizes it. We have the logo, and on the back we have, of course, the branding.
I think
red
Tony's
and
gonna
black.
burst into tears. when
He's
he
gonna
sees
cry.
this.
Professional
He works
looking.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I love that it's automotive because it's got the bolt, but it's not like over the top, kitschy.
I think it's modern.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
looks
very
great on the side of the
clean
building.
looking,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think we landed in a really great place. Now, do you want to see what it looks like on the website?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. So are those handsome guys.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Don't you and Tony look legit. Like, like professional photography can make the biggest difference. Okay, so of course we have your logo on the top. The phone number is actually larger than the logo because our biggest call to action is we want people to call, right?
To
you
see-
want them to call,
yep.
call.
And not have to search around for the
Right,
number.
we
Like,
want that
where's
right
their
on top.
phone
We
number?
want to make it very, very easy for
Oh, that's
them.
amazing.
Most people, when they are searching for auto repair, are sometimes on the side of the road. So the mobile experience is really important. We've actually reorganized it a little bit to be that much more simple in a mobile
Can I call right
environment.
from the mobile?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Just click on the number?
Click to
Beautiful.
call. And we want to right away tell people what kinds of services they can expect from you. So when people are typing in oil change or tire rotation, you want to be popping up in that search. And so we need to have those keywords built into your site. And as you start to narrow it down, the site's very easy to update and pull some of those things off. And then, of course, we want to talk about the fact that it's family-owned, that families are very important to you, especially since trust is such an issue in this industry. And so we want to communicate how you guys approach your business and the kind of people you are.
It's amazing.
It is completely amazing. Compared to what that one little page thing my friend did for us, there was nothing there.
Okay, well, I have some other things to show you.
Swag.
Is swag. Things that you can give your customers, right? So your new logo on it.
Nice.
Keychains with it.
Oh, cool.
Right, we want to keep getting your brand back in front of people, okay?
These are great gifts to leave in the car after service.
Another thing you want to leave in the car after service, specifically an oil change, is a branded reminder tape.
I've been talking about that for years.
So last time we were together, we didn't have a balance sheet. Did you have a chance to go through that process?
We did our homework. This is the first balance sheet ever in 10 years. So that, yes.
Before you fix a car, the first thing you got to fix is the business. You're in business, number one.
Yes.
And you also want to spend time with your daughter, and sometimes you have her here. And while that might feel nice at times to have your child, it's very distracting.
Juggling her is fun.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to help solve for that. So Deluxe is going to pay for 1 year of early childhood learning at Discover, Learn, and Grow for 2 days a week. So you can have that balance. So you can be here, you can be focused, and then when you're with her, you're present with her, right? It's about focusing on where you're at when you're there.
That's beautiful. That's wonderful.
Okay? All right.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna flourish there.
We've gained friends.
It's not just for the show. They really care. It's really helped me think of the business in a different way, think of myself and my role here in a different way, and to really help me start to own it.
They knew that things needed to change, and they were just ready for all of the learning. I'm excited to see the future for them. They're on a good path now.
People don't know how hard it is running a business. They've got a baby, they don't have enough money. It's tough, and it takes a lot of courage to wake up and go through that every single day and not quit. Life doesn't get any easier, you just get tougher.
Stories like this make you realize just what is at stake for small businesses. This is about Megan and Roland's marriage. It's about Brenya's future. It's about Tony and Amber and their lives. Hems was never just a business. This is a family.
On the next episode of Small Business Revolution Main Street.
This was a barbershop since 1923.
Miguel's is a classic barbershop with a century-old legacy in town.
Having a good barber is like going to a good restaurant that serves a good steak.
But in order to expand, the owner Miguel will have to take a step into the future.
If you do the haircuts faster, you would actually free up more space in the chairs.
Yeah.
A person that wants everything on point, you can't really rush that.
The Small Business Revolution team sets out to keep the legacy alive.
His business cannot grow any further unless he gets additional space.
With some unexpected results.
Well, the lots are changed. I don't even know what to do.
The challenges Hems face trying to promote their business while juggling daily operations are similar to those we hear from small business owners across the country. To learn how the marketing team from Deluxe got Hems tuned up, visit deluxe.com/revolution.